Okay, so today's gonna be a little bit of a more monotone video, I guess. As a lot of you are probably aware, there's a lot of stuff going on with Seth right now, Seth the Programmer. A lot of allegations being spread about him. Now, I mean, before I, kind of talk about what exactly is going on and what I know, I just want to say that, it's kind of unfortunate, you know what I mean? I guess a lot of people saw this coming. Clyde obviously saw this coming, Noodles, some other people. They definitely knew this was coming. Personally, I wasn't very close to him. We had some, mutual friends, I guess. And it was his kind of content that actually inspired my channel, along with, Swag and a couple other people. They really motivated me to get into this community. Although, it was soon revealed that there are some very toxic and very inappropriate parts of this community that he was kind of engaging in. So some of the allegations that I believe were brought up against him was, I think it was grooming a minor, scamming, making some jokes to Clyde when he wasn't in the best mental state. I don't want to get too much into that. Clyde actually made a 3-hour-long video explaining basically everything from his point of view, because he was the main person involved here. He lied to the community and to some of his close friends, even Swag. If you end up watching Keemstar's podcast, you actually see Seth caught up in some lies, even when he's trying to defend himself, even with some of his close friends. For example, there were some screenshots that he says were doctored, some things that were screenshots from Discord that he says wasn't him. But I believe he ended up contradicting himself, and Swag ended up calling him out for that. He also ended up spreading personal information about some people that he knew. I think it was Noodles. When some of these people confided in him, he just started spreading very, very personal information. He made people do things like start eating and putting stuff inside of them to make them a mod. So just very, very inappropriate things, DDoSing people. And the list goes on. So, as far as my personal experience that I've had with Seth is not really great. I never really knew him that well. I used to make videos with Six back in the day. I'd still have no ill will against him. He's a super chill guy. But I knew he was growing very close with Seth. And I remember they made a video. They got paid on stream to, I think, try to debunk one of my videos. I was gonna end up making my own rebuttal to that, but it was very time consuming, and I didn't really feel like starting beef out of nowhere. But yeah, I don't know. He came off to me as very rude. A lot of ad hominem attacks, that type of thing. But it always you thought that it was a persona, but it turns out a lot of the stuff that he was talking about in the ways that he spoke did not seem like it was actually a persona. So I actually did end up speaking to some people that were involved, because, again, I'm just part of the community. I'm not involved myself. I'm just very disappointed to hear what I heard. Some very big people in our community kind of making us all look bad, kind of taking us all down with him. So I spoke to some people that were actually involved. I spoke to some people who were involved with people that were involved, rather. A little bit of transitive stuff going on there. Anyways, apparently the minor that he was talking to didn't seem like they were in on the joke or the meme or whatever Seth said as his defense. That's mainly what I got out of him. I also contacted a couple of other of Seth's friends who were involved. A lot of people didn't really want to comment. I don't think that people are trying to get involved unnecessarily. I think people like Six kind of got forced into getting involved because they were starting to grow pretty close with Six. Six was starting to get pretty close with Seth. But yeah, it's a very unfortunate situation, so I recommend watching Clyde's stream, and I would recommend watching the Keemstar podcast, or at least some portions of it. But, my knowledge kind of ends there. I'm very disappointed to see what happened, and I'm actually wondering what do you guys think about the whole experience down below. Definitely let me know. Hopefully the next video will be a little bit on a more positive note, but I'll catch you guys in the next one.